Okay, so we finally arrived at the tunnel. It's taken a lot of driving around. It's not signposted. It's like they don't want anybody to come here. It's really strange they've let it go. There's so much heritage with this tunnel. It was actually built in 1867 and the trains used to drive through it. And then in World War II, when the train track was decommissioned, they actually used to use the tunnel to store mustard gas and ammunition. Here we go, we can start to see it now. Here it is. Once World War II was over, and it was sitting here just doing nothing, then they used it as a mushroom farm, and that's why it's commonly known in Picton as the Mushroom Tunnel. So we're going to go for a bit of a walk through, if I don't fall over the rocks.
Looks like they actually had it gated off at one stage or other.
You reckon? Oh yeah, because of all of the
bolts and stuff. They might have had like wrought iron bloody gates.
So you can see that they've maybe gated it off with all of the...
You can see all the riprap probably getting once I got
See, there's...
car through there.
Hey, you could have driven the car through.
Where's it actually go to? It's the other side.
Well, that's where we were the other... You know, when we were looking at the other side?
Where?
You know, when we drove up the other end, that was... And I said it's just up there.
Oh, okay. I see you just driving in on the other side.
Yeah. It is a bit spooky in here.
This is nearly as ghostly as that going to the toilet.
Now, apparently, this tunnel is haunted by a lady, Emily Bollard.
This is spooky.
Honey, can you get out my flare?
Yeah, what?
Come here.
I think it's looking at the room.
Just on the side here. I've got just on the side is the flare.
Give us the camera.
I just want to turn this on.
Ooh, there's ghosts in here. She's got the thing turned on.
Alrighty, so I'm using the flare here. Can you see?
Yeah, got it right on the camera. Oh, that looks gay. Oh, there's something there. Look out, let's get out of here, quick. They're coming, it's rising, it's up at 2.8. It's 10. Oh shit, it's happening.
It's funny because the temperatures are bouncing around. Now it's starting to settle down.
It's because the wind's blowing through.
Yeah. Now apparently, Emily, if it has been said that ghost hunters have been through here and Emily would throw rocks at them.
Well, thank fuck that's not happening.
Well, we don't really believe that she's here anymore.
Yeah, well, there's too many bloody rocks on the ground. All this ballast. Imagine all those ballast come flying at you.
Yeah, exactly. Emily, if you're here, could you show yourself, please?
You are a real crackpot ghost hunter, darling.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
We don't come here to harm you. We just come in peace. We just want to see if you're actually here.
I think you've been watching too many of these shows, darling. It's quite pleasant in here, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's quite a long tunnel for a train track, really, isn't it? Going straight
right through the hill. Well,
hill.
come on, let's walk up the other end.
Alrighty.
Or you're too spooked out.
No.
Because once we get halfway, because we're only a little way in now.
I know we're only a little
I
way.
might get super spooked.
No,
come on,
you
let's go and
won't.
walk in front.
Oh, are you focusing on the flare?
Yeah, well, I'm just checking out just in case it goes through the roof.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if it goes through the roof, we want to catch it on camera, darling.
Well, we do, definitely.
So the evidence that we're not total fucking dickheads. Oh, there's the door. That's the ghost door. Just there. I don't know whether you can see it.
Yeah, I
There's
can
not
see
enough
the door.
light.
Can you see that?
Keep
Actually,
walking.
hang on. I'm just thinking, do I get the POV with the IR light, or can you still see it in the camera?
I can see it now, but it's only
Yeah.
just a little thing. But I'm trying to focus on the end of the tunnel and your little light, so it's super spooky. So there's not enough light to show that unless I get out my camera, my phone. I haven't got my phone on me. Get us a bit of light. Oh, you got your ghost light.
See, look at that. That's for people, that's for like men to stand in.
It's not light enough to show it up.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's so they can stand in there.
Yeah.
And catch people unawares and throw stones at them. Come on, walk through, darling.
Alright. I just don't want to fall over, that's all.
You're going to film this whole thing.
Why not? You never know.
Can you hear the train? Actually, lucky we didn't go through that gate. You know, the train comes through. If they caught us driving along the train tracks, we would have been up shit creek.
There's no train here.
No, up the other one. Remember we just drove up to that gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bloody train comes through. If they seen someone driving through on a private car along the train track, it would have been a big fucking hoo-ha. They're pretty strict, those buggers.
Do you reckon we're in the middle now?
Yeah, we'll just keep walking. Stop fucking around.
Yeah, but I want to stand here and just be quiet for a moment.
Echo. Echo, echo, echo.
That's Dale. Don't be surprised.
We've got to have the atmosphere,
No,
don't we?
you have to be quiet. Dale, I'm going to smack you.
Well, all the shows usually have a bit of music behind them, and this is...
Need music.
Yes, you do, especially when
Quiet.
it's ghosty. What's that on the side of your scanner?
Rock.
Yeah. What does that scan actually do?
It's basically a thermal imager.
So if I get in front, I'll be thermal.
It's thermal, exactly.
Ooh, hang on, I'm coming up the front.
Yeah, see, you're red hot. I'll pause it. Alright, come and have a look at what you look like. Do it on the camera. See, that's what you look like. See?
Oh, that's cool. Now let me do another dance.
Hang on.
This would be really ghosty and stupid. Hey?
You're so funny.
Alright, go on, darling, stop fucking around.
So it is actually showing that you are 24.9 degrees Celsius, see? So when I aim at things, it will actually show you, like if I go over here, you can see...
Oh, so that doesn't take a picture of it while I'm doing it?
No, it just freezes it, which is why I need the camera to be able to, if we happen to...
Hold the camera on it.
Oh, can you hold that?
Right, hold the camera on it. Have you got it?
Yep. This is Dale being a ghost.
Did that come out?
You can, it looks good, you'll be able to see it later.
Cool. How much are you going to video? Just heaps.